Hi students, in this video I'll be going through the 2022 O-Level Additional Mathematics paper 1 question 11. Alright, so let's read the question. So the question states that the triangle ABC is such that A is 4, 2 and B is 10, 2 and C has the coordinates of PQ. Okay, where Q is greater than 0. So in this case, Q is the y coordinate of C. And since Q is greater than 0, that means point C is above the x-axis, right? Okay, the area of triangle ABC is 15 units square, and the length of AC is square root 89 units. So in part A, they want us to explain why Q is equals to 11. Right, so this is the type of question whereby I cannot overemphasize the importance of drawing a diagram. Right, so it's very hard for you to visualize what is going on just simply by just reading the question like this. So it's better to translate the information into a diagram that will actually help you to visualize the question much better. And as you can see from this question later, once you have drawn the diagram, actually the solution is actually very simple, right? Okay, so let's just draw a diagram for this particular question. Right, so let's mark out the points on the axis. So before we mark out the points, let's draw the axis first. So we have our y-axis over here. Okay, so try to use a ruler when you're drawing on your papers, because the neater your drawing is, the better it can help you to visualize the information. Okay, so x-axis, y-axis over, y-axis and x-axis. Right, so let's mark up point A, which is 4, 2. So 4, let's maybe put it somewhere here. It's 4, and then we have 2. Okay, so this would be point A, right? 4, 2. Okay, B is 10, 2. Okay, so if you notice the y coordinate of A and B is the same, right? Okay, that means they are actually at the same vertical level. Okay, so AB is going to be a horizontal line because the y coordinate is the same. So if 4 is here, maybe 8 here, 10 maybe somewhere here. Okay, so I'll mark out over here. So it's going to be okay, so this point B. Okay, so this AB, if you join together, it should be a horizontal line that is parallel to the x-axis. All right. Okay, so point C, where is it? Okay, we don't know both coordinates of C, but we can just roughly put it at a certain location. Okay, so since they say that ABC is a triangle and Q is greater than 0, right? That means the y coordinate of C is a positive value. That means it has to be in this region of the coordinate axis. Okay, so let's just mark out P anywhere. Okay, just mark it out somewhere here. Okay, whether you mark it out in the correct place or not doesn't. Okay, so triangle ABC is going to look something like this. Okay, so now we have our triangle already. And let's look at other info. The area of a triangle ABC is 15 units square. So this area is 15 units square. Right, 15 square units. Okay, so we also know that, okay, maybe I should write this one outside. Okay, so this one, the area is 15 units square. Okay, so what other information regarding the triangle do we have? AC is square root 89. Okay, it's given in the question. But what other information can we deduce from this question that will be very useful for us to solve the question? You see, area of triangle is a half times base times height, right? So if I regard AB to be the base, then this vertical line that I drop down that is perpendicular to AB, right, can be regarded as the height, right? So my question now is, do we know the length of AB? Yeah, actually it's very A and B are the same vertical level, right? They have the same y coordinate. Okay, which means that we just subtract the x coordinate, 10 minus 4, we should be able to get the base area of AB to be 6 units. So in this case, we can form an equation and we can find H, right? So remember this coordinate here is a PQ. And once we know H, okay, we know that AB is at level 2. Okay, you can treat this like AB is at level 2 of a shopping mall or something like that. And then once we know how high this H is, we can then just take 2 plus H. And that will actually give us the y coordinate, which is Q. of point C already. Then we will be able to explain why Q is equals to 7, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So area of triangle ABC is equals to 15 units square, right? Then let's form an equation. So now we are formulating equation. So formulating equation is a very important skill in math, right? So half times the base, which is the length of AB, times the height of the triangle, we have labeled it as H, will give us 15, right? Okay, so we know that AB is 6, so we are putting the 6. So half times 6 will give me 3, so 3H is 15, so H will be equals to 5. Okay, so if H is equals to 5, does that explain why Q is 7? Okay, we just have to take 2. Okay, level 2, this is level 2 over here, level 2. Okay, and we go up by 5 levels, we will get to Q, okay, over there. Okay, so therefore, Q equals to 2 plus H, right? Okay, which will be 2 plus 5, and will give you 7, right? Okay, so surprisingly, it's a rather simple question. Okay, it doesn't really require any specialized A math knowledge. Okay, this could even appear in the normal math paper, right? And you should be able to solve it. Okay, the next one, they ask us to find the possible values of P. Okay, so over here, now that we know Q already, okay, then we can replace Q with 7, right? Okay, so now we only have one unknown left. And this is where you need to ask yourself, is there any information that we have not applied in this question or not? Okay, so it should be obvious that the information is this one, right? AC is square root 89. We have not, they've given us an information that we have not used yet. Okay, the coordinates of A, we know it's given in the question is 4, 2. So in other words, we can formulate another equation, right? Distance of AC, or the length of the line segment AC, is square root 89. We only have one unknown, so we just need one equation, and that should allow us to find the value of P. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. So AC equals to square root of 89. Okay, so if you recall the distance formula, distance of between 2 points or length of line segment. Okay, let's say AB lah, okay. Okay, and A is, let's say X1, Y1, and B is X2, Y2. Then the length of the line segment goes this way. Actually, it's just a Pythagoras theorem, right? X2 minus X1 square plus Y2 minus Y1 square. Okay, so now the 2 points that we are interested in will be C and A. Okay, so let's call this X2, Y2, X1, Y1. So X2 minus X1, so P minus 4 square plus, okay, 7 minus 2 square. Okay, will give us square root 89. Okay, at this point, we can just remove the square root from both. So we will just get this. Okay, 7 minus 2 is 5, 5 square. Okay, let's simplify it to 25. Right, then we will bring the 25 over. Okay, this one you don't actually need to expand out. Okay, you can just bring a 25. 89 minus 25 will give us 64. Okay, so if P minus 2 square is 64, then, yeah, sorry, P minus 4 square is 64, then P minus 4 has two possible answers, right? One of it is negative 8. Negative 8 square will give me 64, or P minus 4 will be 8, right? So that will give us our two answers. So P will be negative 4 from here, or P will be equals to 12, right? Okay, so if you read the question, they did not set any conditions for P. So P can have two different answers, all right? Okay, so both answers are acceptable. P equals to negative 4 and P equals to 12. Okay, moreover, if you take the Q from the question, they want possible values. That means they are expecting you to get more than one answer. Right, so this is the solution for this question. So remember, drawing out a diagram is very essential for a question like this. So you should always spend the time to draw a diagram will help you to visualize the question better.